And a very good morning to everyone here from the Saturday show. We are back. We are back after a tumultuous week we've had, as well, with all the controversy with happening with CAF ruling on decision of the AFCON final 2 months ago. And we'll talk about all the European competitions, including Arsenal and Liverpool, the only English teams to go through in the Champions League, with Nottingham Forest and Villa as well, getting into there in the Europa League, and Crystal Palace coming through a bit of a scare in Cyprus as well too. We also discussed what Rangers' proposals to Aracles about the referee standards as well. But I will say good morning to Stefan. Stefan, good morning to you.
Morning, Carl. How we doing, my friends?
Not too bad, not too bad. I've had better days. But we'll get through as we can do. But it
Yep.
looked a lot more sunnier the last couple of days, even though we might be getting a bit of rain coming back this week. So,
Yeah, the weather's been not too bad at all, actually, the last couple of days.
it's not been too bad at all. But it's going to be cloudy for the next 2 days before we get rain again in the next couple of days. So.
Don't say that. We want sun, man. We want sun.
Also, I want sun as well too. You're not the only one here. It's just bloody frustrating sometimes when the weather predictions always gets it wrong. But you never know. It's bloody UK, for crying out loud. We're a rain country, not a bloody sun country. So
That's true.
that is true. Right, let's get on with some stuff. Games for today, this weekend, across the weekend as well. It started off in a game in an hour's time between Liverpool their way at Brighton, Fulham at home to Burnley at 3 o'clock. And then that's only one game at 3 o'clock kickoff. Then two games in the evening kickoff between Everton against Chelsea at 5:30. Then it's Leeds against Brentford at 8 o'clock later on tonight. And then in the Scottish Premiership, some key games today. Two of the three title contenders are playing today. Folk at home get Sarah, but Hearts still need to increase the points gap ahead of Rangers game. The home game gets Dundee, while Rangers at home to Aberdeen at 5:45 with the first managerial game for Stephen Robinson, who joined from St Mirren. Kilmarnock against Livingston earlier at 3 o'clock. Motherwell against Hibernian at 3 o'clock. Unfortunately for Stefan, if you may notice about his position, his laptop is broken, so unfortunately he cannot do his live watch along today. Unfortunately, on his Wheelie FC YouTube channel. So just wanted to give a heads up before that if anyone wants to watch it, if I thought about watching it today. So just spreading the message through for you, Stefan.
Thank you, Carl.
And yes, you see one game in the Premier League between Man City and Crystal Palace. That match be postponed due to the Carabao Cup final tomorrow. And in the Championship, we've got three games that are kicking off at lunchtime as well. Blackburn against Middlesbrough, Derby County at home to Birmingham City, Millwall go away to Ipswich Town for the battle for the playoff and the promotion spots. At 3 o'clock, West Brom go down to Bristol to face Bristol City. Charlton Athletic against Norwich City. Hull at home to Sheffield Wednesday. QPR against Portsmouth. Wrexham had a bit of a defeat early this week, losing to Watford 3-1 their away at Sheffield United. And there's been rumours Chris Wilder's future's on the spot yet again. So there's been rumours going on with that. Oh, keep an eye on that across.
Come on, Wrexham.
Yeah, I know you're loving that, aren't you, Stefan? Right, and also Southampton at home to Oxford United, Watford against Leicester City, and then the 5:15 kickoff between Swansea against Coventry City. And here's a couple of games in this Women's Super League as well. The League Cup champions Chelsea, their way to London City Lionesses, and it's Arsenal against West Ham at 12 o'clock, and also Man City against Spurs. Manchester United against Everton as well. Two games in League One are playing today in lunchtime kickoff playing. Cardiff at home to Blackpool. Stoke City go down to Luton. Wimbledon against Peterborough United. Doncaster is a Yorkshire between Barnsley and Doncaster. Burton at home to Bradford City. Leighton against Wickham. Lincoln City against Rotherham United. Northampton go up to Mansfield. Plymouth Argyle against Huddersfield Town. Stevenage against Bolton Wanderers. Port Vale against Bolton Wanderers. Stevenage against Reading, and Wigan against Exeter City. Two games across in League Two, kicking off in and out less than an hour's time. Cambridge against Salford City. MK Dons against Barnet, and then Chesterfield go away to Accrington Stanley. Bromley still top of the table. They're home to Colchester. Crawley Town go away to Fleetwood. Gillingham against Bristol Rovers. Greensby home to Barrow. Notts County against Cheltenham Town. Old Athletic against Harrogate Town. Shrewsbury Town against Crewe Alexandra. Tranmere against Swindon, and Walsall against Newport County as well. One lunchtime kickoff in the National League. Woking against Aldershot Town. as well. And also in the rest of the games today, Carlisle against Boston United later on today at 3 o'clock. Southend go away to Altrincham, York at home to Brackley Town at 3 o'clock as well. The Saturday night kickoff is actually Soho against Halifax as well. Games in the low leagues of the Scottish football. Arbroath against Queen's Park, A90 against Queen at Morton, Raith Rovers against Adrianians, and Ross against Dunfermline Athletic. We'll be hearing rumours about Neil Lenny's job in the future being with a certain club. I will discuss that as well at some point as well. In Scottish League One, our at home to Invercargill Thistle, Cove Rangers against Hamilton, Peter against Montrose, East Fife go away to Queen of the South, Steninsmere against Celtic Hearts. In the Scottish League 2, Clyde against Stranraer, Dunbar against Athletic, East Kilbride have now dropped down to second. And they're at home to Stirling Albion, Edinburgh City against Elder City, a fourth fight against top of the table Spartans as well too. And let's look down in the European leagues well across as well. We have got to not a lot of big games this week as well, but only the 8 o'clock game is Sevilla against Valencia at 8 o'clock as well. In the German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich against Union Berlin, while Bayer Leverkusen is going to tie it out, and it's a 5:30 kickoff between Dortmund against Hamburg as well, and also Mönchengladbach away to FC Cologne and Wolfsburg against Werder Bremen. AC Milan at home to Torino at 5 o'clock tonight, and then Juventus gets Sassuolo at 7:45 as well. And League it is a 8:05 kickoff between Nice against PSG later on tonight as well. Let's go into Sunday's games as well. We got the one big cup final, which we'll talk about as well. The 3 games in the Premier League. It is a time-weird derby between Newcastle against Sunderland at 12 o'clock and Aston Villa against West Ham at quarter past 2, along with Spurs against Nottingham Forest, and then it's the English Cup final between Arsenal against Man City at 4:30. That is live both on ITV, STV, and Sky Sports Football. And then Dundee United against Celtic, which is a 12:30 kickoff in the Scottish Premiership as well. 2 games in the Women's Super League between Brighton against Liverpool and Leicester City against Aston Villa. And also you see the games in Women's Super League 2 as well across the screen. It's the Edinburgh derby in the Scottish Women's Premier League between Hearts against Hibs and Partifield against Celtic tomorrow as well, and Rangers against Glasgow City tomorrow as well too. And in the relegation round, it's 2 games there: Hamilton against Aberdeen and Motherwell against Montrose. Barcelona back in league action in La Liga tomorrow at 1 o'clock to face Real Vallecano, and Athletic Bilbao against Real Betis. It's a big game in the Madrid derby between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid at 8 o'clock as well tomorrow evening as well. Also, we've got the German Bundesliga, couple games there. St. Pauli against Freiburg, Frankfurt going to Mainz, Augsburg against Stuttgart. Then it's a 7:45 kickoff tomorrow evening in the Serie A between Fiorentina against Inter Milan, and also early games as well. Roma home to Lecce, Bologna against Lazio, Atalanta against Hellas Verona as well, and Como against Pisa as well. Also in League Lyon against Monaco, which is a big game. So Marseille against Lille is another big game again as well for top of the table. Paris against Le Havre, and Strasbourg go away to Nantes at 7 later in the evening as well. No games on tomorrow because we are now going into international break, so we'll be focusing much on League 1 and League 2 across the week as coming up as well. So that's all the games across to talk about, Stefan, and we know Reese will join us shortly because he will have his say on the CAF ruling decision, which we'll talk about. So, but let's talk about the Carabao Cup final tomorrow. It's a huge game for both us and Man City. It's one of the first of the English Cups competitions now. It's going to be an interesting game tomorrow.
Morning, Michael Brown. It's the first of the 3, isn't it? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's Carabao Cup. Now, as we all know, in terms of trophy prestige, League Cups, we're not really up there. If it was for a team like Crystal Palace or maybe a Sunderland, you would understand, because at the end of it, as Joe said a few weeks ago, you could potentially get Europa Conference or Europa League.
Yeah.
But really, for Manchester City and Arsenal, I don't know how everybody else feels, but for me, it's just like winning a what I used to call the Mickey Mouse Cup back in the day. Because the prize money is not great. Yeah, you've won a trophy, but really, the big clubs tend not to really care about this cup. You ever want to win it, of course, but in terms of like the FA Cup, a European Cup, or the league trophy, you'd potentially focus more on them than the Carabao Cup. I think League Cups have just fallen down the pecking order. But do you know something? I think it's going to go all the way to penalties tomorrow.
Who do you think is more important for to win it, Arsenal or Man City? Because especially Arsenal have not won a trophy since 2020,
Well,
since the FA Cup final.
one, 21st. I reckon it's more important for Arsenal because I think they'll fall in the title race as they do. We've had a little bit of a customary blip. I think there's more of that to come. I don't think the title race is over. I don't think Man U's going to win it. I think we could finish for possibly second if we pick up. We could have gained more points on. Sorry, 2 extra points on Man City yesterday, but we drew against Bournemouth, so we dropped 2 points. And if we gained those 2 points, it would have put us on 57, as we were on 55. But in terms of who's more important for tomorrow, definitely Arsenal, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely as well. We'll have restarters as well. I know you say it's a Mickey Mouse Cup, and I understand that it's not, and because it's the EFL trophy, so it's not
Yeah.
going to. If it was like a Premier League Cup trophy, then you talk about millions of pounds. But I
Yeah,
think
like Carabao, not Carabao, sorry, like the FA Cup or Europa League or Champions League or something like that, you'd be talking both teams would want to win it for having that prestige of winning the trophy and getting the prize money and all the stuff that goes along with it. But as you say, you can understand why I call it a kind of Mickey Mouse Cup because in years gone by, that's what it's generally been treated as. I mean, it is the old EFL trophy. Now, EFL is English Football League. It's not Premier League. Premier League teams were invited to play in this competition. As is the stature nowadays, with the money being pumped through Premier League teams like no end and big buyers coming in, of course you're going to get 2 Premier League teams in the final. You're never ever going to get a Premier League team versus a Championship team or a League One or League Two team in this cup. No way, because you just can't compete in the budgets, and that's where I don't think it's a very fair cup. If it's an EFL trophy, so it should be exclusively for the EFL, or at the very least, under 21 teams to participate in under 21 teams alone rather than the full squads.
I get that what you're saying. I know the winners always receive £100,000, and I know that's the maximum as well. I get that thing, but even though the status is taking, did take a bit of a beating as well, of the League Cup because it's a low prestige, and I understand that. But when Arsene Wenger claimed that League Cup would not end this trophy drought, and I think Arsene described the trophy is worth winning, it was after Peter Decline was questioned, but there has to be now seen a lot of revival in spectators of large Premier have now taken it seriously now compared because we see the last between 2001 and 2024, Man City have won 6, Man United won 5, Liverpool won 5, Chelsea won 3. I've won 3 EFL Cups all between them. So it has seen a bit of a revival, because it had to.
Slowly, I would agree, but slow.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think what Michael and I think that they had to, could it not? I think when the Premier League was established, could it then established of not moving away from that, from just having the EFL Cups. But the problem is what happens with the EFL Cup, because in a way you win it, but if you've been qualified to play in Europe, for example, with the fixture congestion in the EFL is not the best anyway. So it's that you're going to see a lot of the big clubs in the Premier League clubs will probably win it more than anything else, because the last time, I'm just thinking, when's the last time a team won the EFL that was outside the Premier League? And I'm trying to think, it was not.
I can't even remember, to be honest.
I know the team I could think of was more Oxford United and Luton Town.
Probably before we were born, my friend.
Yeah, well, Oxford won it in 1986 and Luton Town won it in 88. So,
well, I was 2 when Luton Town won it, and I was born when Oxford won it. So there you go.
Yeah. So,
Michael, do I agree with your comment? No, because I don't think the league is slipping away from Man City.
I think the draw against West Ham later, after when Arsenal beat Everton, it just set it all completely how West Ham could have got something out of that game.
I mean, I know that Man City haven't done the greatest season by their standards and Pep's standards, but when you look at it, there's only like 5 or 6 points between them and Arsenal. If Arsenal have their customary blip next month, or at the tail end of this month, which we're coming up for after the international break, if they have their customary blip and Man City get a couple of results, it's not over. That's all I'm saying.
But they do have to play each other in April. If that game is the one point where we'll talk about, okay, this could be
that's the 15th, I think.
Yeah,
15th of April. And you know what? I'm going to call it now. It's going to be another draw.
Yeah, but let's look at their remaining fixtures, where things stand at the moment, especially now, with Arsenal now 9 points clear as well. Now, Arsenal, looking at the easier fixtures, I'm going to bring up now, actually, which we can discuss about this and see what you think of it. So, with Arsenal's fixture, with Arsenal's remaining fixtures, we know the Crystal Palace game that's to be decided by City. But out of those games, between, who do you think's got a better run in, Arsenal or Man City?
Definitely Arsenal, 100%. Arsenal. Because for Man City's first 2 games, you've got Chelsea away, which will be a toughie, and you've got Arsenal at home. Then you've got Everton, which Burnley, then Everton, then Brentford. Man City should win those comfortably. His dad should win those comfortably. Bournemouth could be a sticky wicket. Now Villa, Villa. That could be another sticky wicket, because they done well in midweek in the European fixture, and they might be coming back onto a game to challenge Man U for third, so we'll just need to see. Palace at home, you would think Man City would win that. In terms of Arsenal, let's look at Arsenal. It should be Bournemouth. I'm calling the Man City game is going to be a draw. Newcastle, that could be a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
Fulham could be a sticky wicket, and so could West Ham. So even though on paper we've got the slightly easier run in, because they're only playing Man City, we're not playing Chelsea or anything, it could be sticky wickets. So that's what I'm saying. If Arsenal falter or draw quite a few of those fixtures, and City motor, as we know we can do, it ain't over. No by a long shot.
I understand. I agree with you with that one. Okay. let's look at match week 32 then after the international break. So we say Arsenal will beat Bournemouth and we say Man City will beat Chelsea because Chelsea, with their form at the moment, not being good enough.
No, especially losing at home to Newcastle as well, actually, yeah.
And the way they embarrass themselves against PSG, which we'll talk shortly as well too. And then we go into the big game, they play against each other. We say it's going to be at least a draw. That will probably be good for Arsenal's than Man City, correct?
Yeah.
And
But
then
Man City will feel like that's 2 points dropped if it is a draw. If it is a draw. I mean, we're saying it could be a draw, but so yeah.
All right, Newcastle and Arsenal, Newcastle then Burnley away. We're both banking that they'll both get that win at that match week 34 fixture.
Yep.
Fulham gets Everton on match week 35, and again, Fulham really going for Everton and Fulham going for battling for European spots. That could be a tough game for both Arsenal and City because both those teams are really going for it.
But I would say with two of them, if I had to stem an economic, I would say Man City would be Everton and Arsenal might draw at home to Fulham.
And then let's say the last game, Arsenal away to West Ham, Man City at home to Brentford. We know Brentford can be really good, and the couple of seasons ago they did pick up some good results at the Etihad as well. Do you see Arsenal could be dropping points at London Stadium again as well? What they happened to Man City last weekend?
Well, Man City done it, so why can't Arsenal?
Yeah, and and then the penultimate week, but no, Arsenal home to Burnley, and Man City going to Bournemouth. We expect both those teams to. I think Man City's game against Bournemouth will be a sticky patch, but we expect Arsenal to beat Burnley.
I expect Arsenal to beat Burnley. I expect Man City to beat Bournemouth, but it won't be easy.
And then we get to the last week. This could go again where last time when Man City when they did beat Aston Villa on the last day of the season, they won the title after a couple of seasons ago when Liverpool before Jurgen Klopp's final season as well. So again, can you see that both going to the wire on the last day of the season, or do you see it finishing before the last weekend of the game?
It's going to go to the wire for me, and it would be really exciting if it did, from a neutral point of view.
All right. Well, you hear from both myself and Stefan. We've decided some of the fixtures. He still thinks the title race is over, which I can't. We all have our own opinions. We can agree to disagree. Looking at the team form, Arsenal have drawn once and won the last 4, while Man City won the last 3 and drawn 2 as well. So yeah, it's all to play for in the title race coming up as well. We should have Reece join us. He's switched his PC. His laptop's decided not to play ball as well. So we should have Reece join us.
Reece, don't worry, my charger's knackered.
Yeah, so that's that. In fact, we'll move on to that. Let's get the team news at Liverpool at the Amex Stadium. Stefan, 2 changes for Liverpool. Mo Salah and Alisson are both out injured. They're out of the game, unfortunately, today. That means that Georgia Mamardashvili comes in and Cody Gakpo comes in for Alisson and Salah again. Brighton.
It will still be a strong team.
It's a strong team, which I will bring out, and then Brighton on change from last weekend, win at Sunday last weekend as well. So it's Mamardashvili in goals, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkis in the back 4. Gary Roberts and McAllister in the midfield too. They hold the midfield. Attacking midfield, Sobozai plays on the right with Verts in the middle, Gakpo on the left, and Ekitike up front as well. Van der Bergen is in goal. Versva, Van Hecke, Duncan, Kagalu in the back. In the back 4. Sorry, Miller, Gross, and Gomez in the midfield. In the midfield with Hinzelwood and Mika and Minter and Welbeck up front as well. So yeah, that is the team news coming from about over an hour ago. That game will kick off in less than half an hour's time as well.
I don't really see one team winning that, unfortunately. And it's not the buy them low, sell them high, or bears a clue for you.
Well, listen, we talked about Oh, right.
Funnier things have happened, but nah, no Brighton, truly. Even though it isn't Brighton, nah.
Absolutely, yeah, in Brighton as well. Let's say good morning to Reese. Reese, good morning.
Boy.
Morning.
It's a good thing we got you off on now because I know you were just trying to switch to your PC, but your laptop was not available.
I was trying it, see if it would, but it didn't want to, so it's fine. I'll just do it on my PC because it's what I do anyway. So, but obviously the cut, the trim. I was out last night at a party.
Well,
wasn't drinking obviously, but it was my cousin's birthday. So
listen, so you just not had a haircut. Stefan just had a haircut as well. So the two of you have freshened yourselves. I haven't. I'm still, yeah.
To be fair, mine isn't technically noticeable because it's only here.
Yeah,
I've only had this in the fringe cut. Everyone else is still the same.
You just had a wee fade done, son, did you?
Most of the work was on here though.
Oh, in the beard, eh?
I'm going for the semi Lucifer look.
Fair enough. Give your brief encounter ahead of the Carabao Cup final tomorrow between Arsenal and Man City. Who's it more important to?
Man City to win on penalties, and the game is bigger for Arsenal than Man City, in my opinion. Because Arsenal need a trophy to try and prove they can get over the final hurdle, which they won't.
See, told you.
I'm surprised the two of you who are Man United fans are even to agree that your City rivals, to win the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, which is a bit interesting because
it's their Champions League. Like they've won it the most out of any club. That used to be Liverpool's mantra. Now it's City's. Like the League Cup is their trophy. So I think you'd be crazy to bet against them in a League Cup final. It's their trophy.
I said the same, and I even said it would go to penalties too.
I think it will.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when we watch the game tomorrow at 4:30, both live here in the UK on ITV, STV, and Sky Sports as well. If you want to watch that tomorrow,
it's too much coverage, if you ask me.
Well, listen, I know it's too much coverage, and I agree to it. But if the EFL wants to try to, the EFL Cup itself, a couple of seasons, at least over a decade ago, was questioned about its future. At least, and now they have got that cup for on TV. But it is a bit too much because they're chasing viewership numbers, which has been on a bit of a rise over the last couple of seasons. But like I said, I know it's too much for everyone, and I can understand that completely. But yeah, let's talk to the biggest point that's happened this week. We'll come to the European stuff later this week, but after Tuesday night, after Real Madrid demolished Man City, we got the decision from CAF. They've decided to overturn the most controversial decision ever. They decided to overturn the Senegal's win against Morocco to forfeit a 3-0 loss. 3-0 for Morocco to win. Now they're the champions, and let's get that statement up for what they said. It's diabolical what happened.
I've got something controversial to say as well, and no one's gonna like it. What I'm going to say.
No, I know, and I'm going to read for what CAF have why they overturned this decision. I'll get that statement up. So CAF have said that through the conduct of the team, Senegal infringed of Article 82 of the regulations of the African Cup of Nations. As a result, Article 84 has become applicable. Article 82 states that if a team refuses to play or leaves the ground before the end of regulation time without the referee's authorization, it will be considered the loser and eliminated from the competition. Article 84 complements this provision, stating that any team violates Article 82 will be permanently eliminated and losing match 3-0. The statement from the Senegal Federation, they will appeal against the final result, as it was then intended to challenge the sport and performance of the teams, but it was a request for the application of the competition regulations. It also wishes to commend the Federation reaffirms its commitment by respecting the rules, ensuring clarity was in the competitive framework, maintaining stability, and within the African competitions when African competitions, the statement was added. And this, and like I said, you cannot, and there was a lot of controversy came out as well. And like I said, the Senegalese football will appeal that decision because the CAF said Senegal had declared to forfeit the final match, and yeah, it will be the Moroccan. This falls by appeal from the Moroccan FA, and it was upheld.
Convenient.
Listen. For me, I'm gonna say this, and saying this with where my ancestors are from. It's a disgrace to African football in general for this decision to be dealt 2 months after the final. Why was it not something decided straight on at the day of the after the final? Not and it's I'm gonna shut up for what some of the Senegal players have put up as well. From Ismail Sarr, some of as also El Hadji Magic Diouf as well. So let's get their reactions up as well because it's so destroying as well. And this is what they have put up here, which I will zoom in off on their social media earlier this week. The translation and El Mudruk's a champion speak up with his medal. How to make your party real when he's showing his medal as well. Ismail Sarr put like crying laughter emojis as well. I'll come to Reese first. I'll let Stefan come as well. Reese, it's been a disgrace how this has happened. After 2 months after 18th of January when it happened, and took 17 minutes to delay to make that decision. And where does African football go from here?
Like I say, I'm going to say something controversial and no one's going to like it. This action, can't believe I'm going to say this to you, Carl, and I apologise in advance. This action is proven why Jamie Carragher said African Cup of Nations is not as big a tournament as it's claimed to be. Because if this had been the World, and this is all due respect, if this had been the World Cup, if this had been the Euros, if this had been the Copa America, if this had been the CONCACAF Cup, this would never have happened. It's almost like the CAF, like it's almost as if they have no clue what they're doing. They went into this tournament with one plan, and that is to get through as quickly as possible, but also to minimize any negative viewpoint towards the hosts that everybody expected to win the flaming tournament from the beginning. It's badgering. It's disgusting. It should have been done the day after, or at least 2 days after the tournament concluded. But what they have done is they've disgraced Senegalese football. They have disgraced African football. They have tarnished Morocco's run to the final, which was a little bit sketchy anyway. And they've now tarnished every little bit of effort that those Moroccan players have actually had to try and win the game. Let alone they threw away the final by missing the penalty on purpose. We pretty much gather that now that Brahim Diaz missed that penalty on purpose. Now we can see why. That miss has now led to, controversially, the biggest upheld moment in international football history. This goes beyond any form of scandal that world football has had. And it's unfortunate now that it's come from a continent where football is equally as passionate, equally as destructive, equally as vibrant, equally as patriotic, and equally as manic. So, in all due respect, African football, for all the efforts to try and recover, has a lot to do now. And it's a shame because Senegal did nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. Senegal felt cheated. Rightly so. They were cheated in that game. We said it on our show. I'm going to say the exact same words I said from that show. If you think I'm not saying the same words, you can go back and watch the show. My exact same words from that show was, the way that game was handled, you cannot give a penalty like that if you're not going to give the goal. If you give the goal, you can give the penalty. Senegal don't walk off.
So, Reese, I'm going to ask a question, and I'm sorry for asking this, Cal, and I apologize in advance.
Feel free. Go for it.
Do you think, because of this controversy, do you think African football, the CAF Federation in particular, is on life support now?
For me, I think it's not. It's a great question. I don't think they're on life support. I think they now have to answer to FIFA. I think there needs to be a FIFA investigation, in my opinion. I know that sounds sketchy because we know FIFA are stupid in their own right, but I think FIFA have to properly investigate this.
I want to bring this up because former Cameroon, Ghana, and Senegal coach Claude Leroy was very critical of CAF, but also critical with Gianni Infantino for a long time. With CAF, there is nobody of high quality driving this federation. They are under control of Mr. Infantino. I think all these posts are coming from there. He told BBC News Day, the BBC about this. Before that, it was a fantastic African Cup of Nations. The most we cannot understand it. That's what he said. It was. We cannot understand this decision so long later. That means they killed all the spirit that was so beautiful AFCON in Morocco.
Yep. First of all, I just want to say morning to Chris, morning to Michael. Michael, exactly why did they wait so long? Morocco did have plenty of chances. They were the better team in the 90 minutes as well. They were by far the better team, but Senegal played really well. And the second part, I agree. Senegal should pull it. They should pull it the next AFCON. They have been absolutely ruined. Think about this as well. Think about it like this was. It's not the sense it was Morocco versus Senegal. This was the host nation versus Sadio Mane's swan song.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm going to say something now. Way back in France 98 and Japan, Korea 2002.
There was screwy moments.
You hadn't really heard of African football in such a way on a big world stage.
To be fair, you did because look at Italia '90. Look how aggressively fun Cameroon was.
Especially when they got to the quarterfinals.
Apart from saying maybe the odd World Cup tournament, but really for me, as I was growing up, that's when I really first of.
Here's a question then to you, Stefan. What was the first World Cup you watched? I'm curious. That you can remember. Yeah, that you can remember.
98.
I was going to say, because in circumstance that does make sense, but I was also thinking, remember that Algeria side that got, I mean, I can't say, I'm even part German, I'm not proud of it, but look at that great Algeria side that got absolutely screwed over by Germany and Algeria in '82.
I wasn't born in, mate.
I know, but that's a team. That's where match fixing goes so far back.
Yeah,
and even Peru in 1978, they helped Argentina. But that was a great Argentina team. They didn't need match fixing to win, but they were great.
In terms of for me, it was really 98, France 98, and then Korea, Japan, 2002, with the first over Senegal take on a team like France and actually beat them
comfortably as well,
in their own backyard. And I was the only one out of everyone in my school really, it's an easy one for France. And goes, don't get yourself, Senegal's going to beat them. And I was proven right coming Monday morning.
It's the World Cup curse as well, because back then as well, France were by far, they were the best team in the world, France in 2002. I mean, World Cup and European champions, only the second nation in football to do that after the Germans. They were, but that tournament as well, people said it was an easy win. Zidane was injured.
Yeah.
France was literally one goal in Zidane. No wonder Brazil won that World Cup. No wonder. If Zidane had been fully fit that whole World Cup, did Brazil even make it to the World Cup final?
No,
probably not.
Even though it's a good Brazil side, I'm not dismissing Ronaldo. He was phenomenal that turn. Ronaldinho was great as his first World Cup, and Rivaldo obviously was too busy pissing all over Turkey.
Yeah, I do agree because I forgot it. Because when I look at Brazil could have played France on the semi-final that time, and if the France did get through,
that was a Brazil team that was awful in qualifying. Coincidence?
Yeah.
Same like this World Cup, Brazil again awful, but that was also a Brazil team that played a back five.
Yeah, I know.
A back five with Cafu and Carlos as wing backs. They never played that traditional 4-3-3 in that tournament. They played a back five.
Mm-hmm.
But they played Ronaldinho in the 10 role, and they played Rivaldo and Ronaldo as a front two, which was shocking because people thought that was going to be a front three. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't actually. Yeah, I forgot. I so much forgot about
that. That was my first World Cup. Like
that was your first World Cup. Yeah,
that was because the first game I watched in that World Cup was Germany, Saudi Arabia, and obviously that's where I saw a closer for the first time, and I was like, anyone else in this tournament doesn't come close. Until I saw Ronaldo in the final, I was like, yeah, this guy's magic.
Yeah.
But that's when I learned about my roots and stuff. But like even like that, I learned my roots, but like my Italian side in that tournament as well. But the Italians got screwed more than anybody in that tournament. Like I'm sorry, but that was never it was never a dive in the quarterfinals.
He's that excuse for every Italian's gonna do.
You know for a fact it was never a dive. But I will say this though.
There's that excuse, Stefan. That excuse is coming up now. It's that excuse. Right? I keep hearing every time I'm watching those World Cup soccer moments and vice versa.
Oh yeah, but it's still true though. Like, it was never a dive from Totti. But I will say this though: like, how can Christian Vieri miss that chance? Like, he wasn't playing with a Jubilani ball. He was playing with a Feather Nova ball.
Australian in that part of way, so
Yeah. It was so bad though. But like, that's reality. But like. It's where we are then, where we are now. Like African football, like I don't know where they go from here. I feel sorry for the African people. Like this is their country. This is their continent. This is scrutiny beyond words for them, and now they have to go. Do we want another tournament now? Like where's the next tournament? It's not that. It's in a smaller nation next time, isn't it?
That's probably a couple of nations in Kenya, Tanzania. I think it's Uganda as well. I think so.
So in terms of football quality, tiny, but passion through the roof.
Here's another interesting question, or however you want to put this. Do you think the African teams, USA, Canada, and Mexico, can redeem themselves this summer?
No, because America's already ruined the tournament for Iran.
Yeah, exactly.
And Iran have pulled out.
No, Iran pulled out, but that aside,
even though they're not an African team, but still.
Yeah, that aside, do you think the African teams that are in the tournament, because I know we'll come on to Iran stuff later on.
I generally don't think they will. I think that's a great question though, but I don't think they will, and I think the reason being is there's too much scrutiny. That's a lot on players' heads, and I think the expectation will just be to try and now and get embarrassed.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say the World Cup shouldn't even go ahead. The World Cup. I know obviously Scotland are going to the World Cup, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but the World Cup should be cancelled. It's too much,
especially what's been happening, because Trump has suspended bloody Senegal, Ivory Coast, from the has prohibited in visas. So that's going to be another problem as well.
For doing nothing wrong. They've been banned from entering the States. The only way I want the World Cup to go ahead is if they stop playing the games in America, just play them in Mexico and Canada. If you blame it, if Iran are being forced to come out the World Cup, then the American players should not be allowed to compete either. Because the fact is, it's Trump that's invaded Iran. Trump's doing all this to Iran, and he wants NATO to get involved. Like, he wants NATO to get involved when he's the one that's instigated the attack. He's a fucking melon.
No, the North
Atlantic Tangerine
Treaty Organization won't get involved. No way.
If Iran was to return fire on America, though, then technically NATO would have to get involved. But America did instigate it, so NATO's control would be to cease fire the whole thing. But it's not right that Iran have now been forced to pull out when America's still in. I've seen some people from America say they shouldn't be allowed to play either. I didn't expect that, but they have. But
yeah,
it's disgusting. that it's still going ahead. And
I suppose it's a tricky one because it's staged in 3 countries. They'd have
Mhm.
And then pretty much two out.
in the 2 countries, but with so little time left and everything being built in all fan parks and infrastructure.
Well, especially Canada, Mexico don't have the big. Especially Canada, Mexico don't have the best infrastructure with stadiums compared to their bloody big brother in the middle. It's like
I think the first game in Mexico is going to be in the same one as the 86 World Cup.
Correct.
At the Azteca, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the final should be, in my opinion, the Azteca Stadium.
Well, you never know if there's enough pressure on the football governing body to move it.
But this is Infantino we're talking about. Infantino is in Trump's back pocket. So
we know he is. We know he is. Like, look at the tangerine skin he's forming now. Like he is becoming tangerine 0.2. He just doesn't have the hair.
Donald Trump was an honorary Dundee United fan with the amount of tangerine on his skin, man.
I think Dundee United fans would honestly kick him out. If he walked into Canada, they would ship him out.
Well, that's why I'm saying that, because I'd love to actually see that happening, whether it was AI or real. I would love to see that.
I could probably generate something like that. But it is disgusting though, like what he is doing. And I don't want to mix politics with football. I don't like politics mixing with football, but unfortunately he's made it happen. And we know why he's doing it. Because of a certain thing that he is listed on, and he's tried to distract himself, but he's going after innocent people. Iran's got nothing to do with this. And yet he's taken out on Iran. But another thing as well is Scotland's opening game is in jeopardy as well.
It was in Boston, but recently they have now actually they have resolved that now that Robert Kraft, the owner of the UK, has now said they will pay the bill for the host, of the public safety costs. Which
But I'm talking about the players that from the Haiti squad that are banned.
Yeah, that as well too.
Like that, I didn't even know why they've been banned. All I heard is it was just a worldwide ban.
Well, this is what I've been hearing, because the Mount Pleasant, the Jamaican Premier League team, most of its players were banned from getting the visa from the US. So, and I don't know if Jamaica qualifies, that's going to be another huge issue for most of the Jamaican players that did not. Yeah.
Funnily enough, Michael brought up what I was talking about the goalkeeper, but I'm adding a little part as well that he's not added. But that was a great Brazil team, and that Argentina team was phenomenal, like Kempis and everything. But this is the part, the Peruvian, this especially as a Peruvian goalkeeper was born in Argentina, so they can pay him off. But even if you look at quality, if you generally look at quality as well of that Argentina team, they didn't need to pay off Peru. They would have battered Peru anyway. Yeah. But the Algeria one in '82 was crazy, because that was like when simultaneous kickoffs didn't exist. And then obviously you had like Algeria won their game. And obviously for Germany and Austria to get through, they just needed a draw. So all they did was they scored really quickly. And then for 90 minutes, the ball didn't even cross the half. They just played keep the ball. For the rest of the game, the Germans were like, "Oh, we'll just pass the ball."
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's how sad it was back then.
I'm just looking at the next World Cup after this one. The next World Cup is going to be Morocco, Portugal, and Spain, and then the Centenary Games is going to be hosted across South America.
And Uruguay will get the final, I think. Either the final be in Montevideo or the final will be in Brazil in Sao Paulo.
They're always hosting the Centenary Games. That's all they're doing. They're not hosting anything else after the Centenary Games, for what I've been told.
That's odd.
So they're not hosting any of the Centenary Games. They're only hosting the Centenary matches, where they're only the one match they will play, and I think the rest will have to go. Yeah.
I've got a controversial take when it comes to the centenary version. It should be only either former World Cup winners or the original teams that played in the original game should compete in the tournament?
Well, it is a thing because I'm looking at it. So Uruguay, actually, Chile and Paraguay did bid, but they decided to go with Morocco, Spain, Portugal because they're both like next to each other across from the. But why do a Centurion match for the three South American teams? I don't get. I really don't get that one.
It makes no sense. There's more winners of the World Cup from South America in terms of total trophies, so they should just get the whole bloody thing. Like, what are they so afraid of? It is horrible in that way that's what they're getting. But like, the World Cup is just becoming. It's not even becoming an enjoyable tournament anymore. It's becoming a bloody. It's like watching the NFL, like Super Bowl final. It's just becoming a performance spectacle rather than an enjoyable tournament.
I get that, but I think for the thousands of Scots that are going to go to the country, I think they're going to have a really good time. And also there's going to be loads of stuff happening here as well. So I think for a smaller football nation like us in terms of your England's, Germany's, Argentines, I think we're just going to go there, enjoy the occasion for what it is, play 3 games, and then get back and play home.
Question is, will we play 3 games and actually try to win, or will we play 3 games and just get beaten?
I mean,
or embarrassed?
I'd like to see we play 3 games and we try to win. Because as we all know, after this World Cup, Steve Clark's going to
Leeds.
Shut it, you. Both of y'all, shut up.
I mean, if you actually saw this, he tried not to say it. And now
I know he tried to say it, but he wanted to say it.
Whereas I would.
You would say it because you got no filter, right? So
I mean exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confidence as well.
You're confident. You're cocky. You're confident. You got the brash, all that shit.
Because I happen to know from watching the sports news the other night when I was at work, it was on the telly, and Steve Clark on the Wednesday night hadn't been offered a new contract with Scottish FA yet, so the door is open for a return to club management.
Yeah, but not to fucking Leeds.
Well, who knows?
Don't you start that.
He does suit Leeds though, if you think about it.
Why would he? Why the?
Well, he doesn't smile. He's got.
Shut at you. We smile. Okay, he doesn't. So we don't have any.
He likes playing with animals.
Yeah, he likes playing dirty.
Listen, I have the right. Listen here. I have the fortune to meet you both at the same time with you if you want to keep talking.
And I've got the power to unmute myself.
That's true. You do.
I mean, all I'm gonna say, I'll do this for this.
Maybe we could change that in a second going forward next time now because you know.
All right, this is the last time I'll ever bring up Steve Clark to Leeds, but I'm going to do it in an animation form.
No. Trust me, he says it'll be the last time, but I know, folks, and you know it won't be the last time, especially if it does go through. Then that week's podcast is going to be bloody brilliant.
No. Man of my word. That'll be the last time.
The good thing is, I am working next weekend, and I don't see you two for over a week, so that will probably be a good thing. So yeah.
Let the stream up next week. Hoo-ah!
We do, and we've got the football coming up next month anyway, so it's fine. I'll bring up a different name instead.
What will be the different name?
Neil Lennon to Leeds.
Shut at you again. That's not, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Michael, that was the best form of torture I've ever seen for an England fan. I loved that.
Piss off.
I mean, to be fair, it never crossed the line, in my opinion.
It crossed, like fucking Des Clark a couple of years ago. It did cross the line.
To be fair, the funny thing is, it did cross the line, but the way that Neuer dived and then flipped his body to still catch the ball was brilliant. But then Germany go up the field and score. I was like, yeah. I still think it's funny though. Like I was listening to Harry Redknapp spoke about the game. Several other people spoke about it, right? And they all said the same thing. Oh, if that goal counts, then we have a chance. No, because Germany were the top scoring team in the tournament. They were only luckily beaten by the Spanish, like over an unfortunate decision.
Just got some news, but over half an hour ago, Liverpool game gets Brighton. It's been delayed by 15 minutes due to a road traffic accident on the A27. So that kickoff will start at 12:45 instead of
a real traffic. That's not good. It's not.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Salah for getting his position?
He's not playing today. He's out injured.
No, I wasn't meaning like that, Stefan.
I know. Don't. Yeah, that's a bit.
It's really annoying though that Liverpool did go back to that 4-4-2 diamond that I said they should have done at the start of the season, and coincidentally they battered Galatasaray.
Yeah,
that really annoys me. It's like we've been saying. Like we've been saying it for months that Liverpool's players suits a 4-4-2 diamond because they've got too many central players, and the minute they go back to a diamond, they battered Galatasaray. That bloody infuriates me. That lot should have stayed with the 4-2-3-1, then they wouldn't have got through.
Absolutely as well. Right.
That's true. Ipswich versus Millwall. Yeah,
absolutely. That's going to be a big game. So
I think Millwall are going to clinch that.
Well, the way they lost to Blackburn in the collapse in like 5 minutes, so that was a bit baffled after they set it off as well. So
Coventry as well last week. What the hell were Coventry doing?
Ideally in that game, lads, I want to draw.
Wrexham aren't going to do anything. He's got the button. I mean, here's a question for you, Stefan. Here's a really fun question, Carl. You'll like this one.
Yeah, come on, you Mr. Deadpool 2. What is it?
Oh, Deadpool 2. I quite like that.
Yeah.
So here's the question.
Right, Deadpool, come on.
Hibs get European football, or Wrexham somehow scam a playoff position and win the thing.
Ooh.
And you can't go, I'll take either or.
No, you got to choose one.
Hibs get European football, which they don't deserve, or Wrexham scam a promotion playoff and they win it. I'll make it nice to you. They beat Millwall in the final.
Well, ideally, remember, Reese, I'm on 2 podcasts, so it doesn't matter what I say on one because I could say something else on the other.
No, because I'll make sure if that second podcast, I'll make sure you're reminded of that question in case you try to respond.
Exactly.
So Carl, type that question I've just asked in case he tries to hide it.
He's typing it too.
So the question was: Hibs get a European playoff that they don't deserve, or Wrexham somehow scam a promotion playoff and beat Millwall in the final? Because Millwall's just a random team.
On my phone out. Yeah.
Just a random team. I use Millwall as an example. And yes, Southampton are the form team. They've done really well.
Yeah, genuinely is.
I still had Southampton get promoted, but I thought they would have won the flaming thing. But at least they could get playoffs now. But he's actually stuck.
He's stuck. You don't know. He's
aging by the second at this question.
I mean, right, we've got to beat Motherwell today to stand up.
No.
No.
You can't do your deliberation process. It's somehow it's either Motherwell, it's either Hibs get a promotion playoff that they don't deserve, or Wrexham somehow scam a playoff final and win it against a team of random choice.
Millwall, which I have now put in there now.
And this is getting asked tomorrow, and I'll make sure of it because I'll tune in. I'll make sure that same question gets asked by Annie or whoever.
I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp group chat, and it's going to be on there.
You need to put Reese asked this question to Stefan. Try it again on the because we'll get the same result from tomorrow anyway, so it'll be the exact same humor.
Because I'll tell you off air.
No.
No.
You asked me difficult questions. I'm giving you a difficult question. You have to pick.
I've had to look at genuinely genuinely.
Would you like me to add a little caveat to both
What's
that
the
you'll
caveat?
like? Okay, here's the caveat.
Mhm,
Hibs get European football,
mhm.
but Rangers steal the league from Hearts. Or Wrexham gets the promotion playoff,
Mhm. And
Hibs don't make top 6, and Hearts win the league.
mhm.
So there's your caveat. There's your caveat.
Then,
Wrexham win the playoffs, but Hearts win the league and Hibs don't make the top 6. Well, they don't make the top part of the playoff split, so they can potentially get European football. Or Hibs get European football, Rangers win the league, but Wrexham don't get mid-table. So they fall down places in the league.
all right, let's look at this then. Regardless of whatever, it's been a good season for Wrexham. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my fickle friend, Mr. Opata, only gave them a 0.2% chance of staying in the league. So regardless,
I mean, that's actually a fair thing though, because you have just came up thinking you were going to do absolutely brilliant
Yeah.
without thinking about the league. So a 0.2% chance is actually fair.
we're in the league for next season. We've consolidated, so that's fine. If I had to choose purely on the basis of being near and being Scottish, I would go for Hearts to lose the league. Look at Cal's face now.
Look at you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew you would go for that. Just get it over with.
Hearts to lose the league to Rangers and Hibs to get European football.
But Wrexham drops down below mid-table.
And Wrexham will finish 7th. There you go.
No. I said finish below mid-table. So you're looking at what, 13th down?
Yeah.
13th to what? 17th in the championship, I would say, is mid-table. Well, 12th to 17th.
Yeah, be nice. 12th. So
Trying to scam my 7th place position.
Actually, Michael's just responded to in the group chat on WhatsApp. Wonder what his answer was. He gave the eye looks and just show it on here. And what his question is, I'm gonna say he's stalling.
Tell Michael just to tune in and rewind the show by like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
To be fair, we bully Carl all the time about Steve Clark to Leeds. It's about time after your Neil Lennon shout. It's about time we now give you something, Dan.
Yeah, it's about time. And I've handled it, haven't I, Reese? When
you've done well. It'll probably me either end of this show or me next week. Actually, Carl's not here, so it's probably going to be me at the end of this show. I'm going to be under difficult circumstances.
Yeah,
but I'll still answer.
Something for you, boy. No, I would genuinely say Hibs to get European football, genuinely. Just because I don't want to see Hearts winning a bloody league title.
It's still crazy that you even done that at the risk of Wrexham finishing below mid-table.
I know.
Fair play to you for choosing European football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a risk I'm willing to take, because if it was flipped the other way, I would just say the same for Wrexham, but it's not. So, yeah.
Is that right? Is that right?
No. Because let's be honest, Wrexham's never going to get European football. Not in my lifetime anyway. The only time they'll get
wow. Okay, then that's... You're not going to snap this at some point and put it on.
Right. Let's put this to the test then. Here's a hypothetical situation. You said that you don't think Wrexham are ever going to get European football in your lifetime.
No.
Let's.
I mean, obviously, if you're doing the blow my prediction of the water, I'm more than happy. But I just can't.
Let's theoretically make it happen. So here's your caveat.
Against who?
Well, don't worry, we're gonna do this again. And this is where it gets really interesting.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a Hibs versus Wrexham again. But I think you'll like this one.
I think it's gonna be interesting now. Yeah.
Draw.
It's a helicopter Sunday in reverse.
Oh, I like this one now. Yeah.
So you've got
No, but how can it be? Because we don't play in the same league or same division.
Hear him out. Hear him out first.
so this is the caveat. It's Hibs versus Celtic, like it at Easter Road,
Like it was.
versus Rangers versus Hearts at Ibrox.
Uh-huh.
So actually, not Tynecastle. We've got to make it. It's got to be the same thing. They're both at Tynecastle and Easter Road. Don't worry, nobody will get through. So there'll be no violence.
You don't know about that one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But this is where it gets good. Hibs are the Scottish Cup winners,
Yeah.
but Hearts only need a point to win the league
Against Rangers.
against Rangers.
Which could actually happen in about 8 games' time anyway.
Mm-hmm. And the match is obviously being focused on. There is no chance of a match fixing situation. It's simply Hibs are the Scottish Cup winners. They are second in the league behind Hearts, who need a draw to win the league.
Mm.
Versus Wrexham are in
Mm.
the Arsenal Trophy, which is the top 4. But they're also in the FA Cup final with a European place on the line against
Swansea. Millwall.
Manchester United.
Oh.
So your choice is this. Wrexham,
No.
there's no guarantee they're going to stay in the Arsenal Trophy. So Champions League might not happen. They could drop down out of the European places. But I'm putting the caveat this is a couple of games to go in the league. And it's really tight points-wise. So it's really tight. But they've got an FA Cup. If they win that, at least they get a Europa League place confirmed. Versus Hibs in second, Scottish Cup. They've already won it. They're up against Celtic at Easter Road. Same time kickoffs. Hearts have won. I'll be fair to Carl. Hearts won the League Cup. So
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm putting my bias aside here. I'm putting my bias aside here that Rangers and Celtic have won no trophies. Rangers and Celtic can't even catch Celtic and Hearts. It's literally between the two Edinburgh clubs. But Hearts need a point to win the league. Hibs have to win and hope that Hearts lose. Do you pick a League and Scottish Cup double? Or do you pick a potential European finish plus an FA Cup against Man United?
No.
But bear in mind, I'm also a Man United fan. I'm putting my own pride at stake.
You put
I
my
know,
stake in all.
but that's the point.
That's the point.
No.
One of the Edinburgh clubs is getting a league and cup double here.
No, I would choose Hibs. Done.
You would choose Hibs.
No hesitation.
Even though Hearts only need a draw, Hibs would have to hope that you beat Celtic and Rangers beat Hearts.
Yeah, which is conceivably feasible. It's happened before, it'll happen again.
There's no Kevin McDonald in this timeline.
I don't give a shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But you are going the possibility of a league and cup double over Wrexham winning an FA Cup at Wembley because I forgot to add this part. Wrexham win it on penalties.
No.
And you've chosen the league and cup double.
Yes.
Good man. We made him sweat, Carl.
We did make him sweat, yeah.
Actually, you didn't, boys. Have got a window open. It's nice and cool.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
We made you sweat, boy. We made you sweat.
Not outside.
It feels good that I've asked. It feels good that I've asked 2 difficult questions. I'm waiting for the punchline to come back on me.
Well, I was asked one by Mr. San Andreas over there. And I was asked one by you. Brilliant.
I mean, I asked you 2.
All
Let's
right,
be
then.
real.
I was asked one by San Andreas and by Baby Driver.
Excuse me.
Driver, you never seen that movie?
I have, but in what essence am I Baby Driver?
You're Baby Driver.
No, I'm not.
You're the youngest.
That's different. Doesn't make me Baby Driver.
Yeah,
I'm the one that
it
looks.
it does.
Bullshit.
How old are you?
Yeah, it does. It does anyway.
How
So
old are you?
I'm 28 for another 3 weeks.
Exactly.
exactly
39?
right. Exactly. So you are the baby driver.
39?
That's abuse.
I bet 40 in July. So you're the baby. Yeah.
Driver.
I mean, that's just abuse.
we got him there, Stefan. We got him there.
I'm just waiting to see what you guys do to turn the tables on me with a genuine question because I feel like revenge is coming.
Yeah.
We'll turn the tables.
We'll turn the tables.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it.
We're going
You know what? Me and Stefan will discuss that. Yeah, me and Stefan will discuss that separately without you there. So,
and I tell you something, it might not even be to do with football. It might even be to do with your other person in your life. Wrestling.
Look at him. Look at him now.
No. We ain't going there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We ain't going there.
Reese,
No.
I've seen you watch Jones, buddy. You've showed me how you work. I know how it works out for you. Oh, yeah.
You can't get out of it. No, you know that.
MJF.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll think that over, me and Stefan, at some point when I'm back on.
We'll get you back, Baby Driver. No worries there.
Try it. And I know that I'll be able to defeat you both. Some way, somehow, I will defeat you both.
Well, we'll see. We will see.
You pretty much just hypothetically kicked me when I was down. Thanks.
I mean, to be fair, you
luckily I'm thick-skinned and I can take it. So, nah.
Before there's gonna be like a heated rivalry going on here, let's just. This
is going in the outtakes at the end of the year podcast, by the way. Listen to the outtakes.
Yeah. Who's gonna? Yeah, that probably is gonna be true. Actually, that one. Oh God. Oh, what way to continue this weekend?
Happy birthday for 3 weeks from now, Baby Driver, says Michael Brown. He doesn't actually say Reese, but I'm calling you Baby Driver.
The fact that you're still calling me that is just mental.
Well, you're the youngest, though, so it fits.
And also, you because out of us three, because you still doing your not passed your driving test yet.
Yes!
Exactly that.
I mean, to be fair, I did fail the first time, but my second test isn't for 2 months and 6 days.
Right. So yeah.
How did you get on with the theory, boy?
Oh, I passed the theory, but I need to pass.
Fail.
I need to pass the practical this month because the Livingston Test Centre is shutting for good in the summer.
Get that app on your phone, Reese.
Which one?
There's a few of them that you can practice your practical on your phone. I'm sure there is.
Well, I don't want to practice my practical on my phone. I want to practice my practical the right way.
Which is driving on the phone is pointless, actually.
Yeah, like simulation isn't going to do the means to it. It's totally different.
Well, I'll just need the mine and keep out of Livingston.
Well, there is an app on.
I'm a safe driver.
There is an app actually from Jay's May from Captain Soul. I think he's got an app with his driving test. He could use that. So
Is it called wheelie bins? Get it? Wheelie bins.
yeah, I know. I knew where you were going. I was thinking. Yeah, I know where this is going now. Yeah,
That's what we'll.
What if Saturday afternoons come to, lads?
I mean, that's what we need to do. The next time we both see you, not kidnap you, but we need to like arrange you to be wheeled into a bin, and then we'll just attach it to your chair, and then we'll convert you into the wheelie chair, and then you're gonna look like a wheelie bin, and we're just gonna drive you off.
Well, Reese, I'll tell you a story.
It'll be hot though, unless it's a blue bin.
No, you like this. I was coming back from a Saturday night out.
Ooh, Saturday night out,
that's what I was gonna think as well. Well, no, actually, knowing you, yeah.
My deep accent.
Me and my carer were coming back for a Saturday night out. I was driving down Leaf Walk.
Mm-hmm.
I crashed into a big industrial wheelie bin that's outside the shop.
And he says I needs to be careful coming to Livingston around me.
No, I knocked it into the middle of the road. It was still there when I went out on the Sunday morning. So it was one of these big black ones with a pedal at the bottom that you have to open with your foot. And then I drove along because I didn't think anything of it.
Whoa.
Crashed into another wheelie bin. Woke up on the Sunday morning. My arm was black and blue from. My arm was black and blue from my wrist all the way up to my shoulder. I wasn't in any pain at the time, obviously, because I had so much to drink. I went to my drama class on the Tuesday, and my teacher says, "Lift your arm up." I goes, "I can't. It's physically impossible." She goes, "Lift it." I goes, "I can't. It's sore." "What did you do?" So I showed her, and she's like, "You were out on Saturday night, weren't you?" I went, "Yeah. Had a fight with two wheelie bins."
I don't know what's funnier. The fact is that you're a wheelchair user, right? And it's absolutely brilliant. Or the fact is you're a wheelchair user that tried to take on a wheelie bin and
I
lost.
know. That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
Wheelie bin versus wheelchair. Robot Wars.
Well, when you're a bit introduced to the wind, and you just feel like you can move through anything, which is
You know what's absolutely funny? And you've no clocked this yet, and I'm gonna have to remind you. The fact that I said we'll get you we'll attach you to a wheelie bin, but it might get too hot, so we'll arrange for it to be a blue bin, and you never responded.
his face expression just yeah.
You could have said why not a green bin, but you were like,
Please, you've never seen me on Scott Squad, have you, son?
I don't want to think about that.
Seriously, watch it on the iPlayer.
Did you get arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Did you crash into some nuns?
No.
So you didn't.
I got arrested by It's Yourself, Credo.
What did you do?
Not the captain, not the chief, not chief.
What did you do?
I know. What the fuck did you do?
Well, you're more than welcome to find it and share the screen.
We can't get hit with copyright by BBC.
Huh? There you go, you can't see it.
Big boring clowns.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, just go on the iPlayer after this. Scott Squad, Series 3, Episode 5.
One moment, please.
Right. We know. Yeah, we're gonna just we
heard that classified information.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did hear that. We heard that one loud and clear.
Watch it from 20 to 40 and you'll see.
Have we heard that? Right, let's see. Season 3, Episode 5.
Put it to about 22 minutes 40 and then just let it run for there.
It's available for the next 10 months. That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
See, guys, I bring the entertainment to a Saturday morning show.
I mean, this is totally different. You've brought the madness, right? Let's
Yeah,
see.
you have. Mhm.
Let me skip this boring trailer. Right, what was it? 22.
Run it from about 20 to 40 and just let it play.
Let's find this. Oh, there it is. Yep, got here. Hold on.
All right, there we go. There's the arrest. Gradle with his.
Series 3, episode 5, isn't it?
Yep. Season 3, episode 5. Right.
Watch
Right.
the whole bit from about 20.
Gradle's like, oh, there he is in the wheelchair on the road. He's in the middle of the road.
Let's put the twin. See here. Oh, there he is. Yeah. I see it.
You thought I was kidding, guys, but
No, we
It's the
believe
fact-
you. No, we definitely believe you.
It's the fact you've got a golf ball for a. It's brilliant.
I've still got my golf ball.
He started acting a wee bit edgy, on the edge.
Just watch. You watching? I don't know. I can't see behind me. See, they never knew this about me, ladies and gentlemen. Fans of the show, we never knew this about
Shit.
me. Now this is going to cry.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's on iPlayer, Michael. It's in the comment above. It's called Scott Squad.
It's the fact that he went, is this smack? Is
Yeah,
this,
that's what
is
I
this
was- yeah.
beer? Is this Yao Mal? And Stefan's pure sitting there like,
Sorry.
Do you realize that it's going to be shared in all the WhatsApps, every single group?
no, it's the fact that you're sitting there with no specs on. It's absolutely funny. You look like
I
you're
know. That's
possessed.
what interested you. Those.
I didn't have glasses at that point. I won't have
You look,
glasses.
you look possessed. And it's the funny thing is that you actually tried to wheel away. And they actually,
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
what,
walking,
that's what I was saying as well. Yeah.
it's the fact that it's the fact that they didn't walk. They could have caught you by walking. It's the fact that they ran.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it must have been funny. I don't know. I can't see behind me. No, I won't.
You go planted by a blood. It was probably a Subway.
Exactly.
It looked like a sandwich. You got planted with food.
That was the only bit the BBC added in. You realise that was that package. Everything else was me and my carer.
Oh, aye, it was pure brilliant. How did
Yeah.
you get on Scott Squad?
I know.
Through my drama classes.
That is cool.
That is actually cool. I give you credit with that one, man.
Every time it comes on the telly, I still get a little bit of money to this day. Every time it comes on my bank.
I mean, yeah, you should get some
You
royalties.
should.
What do you get? Free Subways?
No, 15 quid.
That's all right.
It's
Actually,
all right, actually.
It comes
Damn.
on.
do you
Okay.
spend that on Hibs tickets to lose matches?
No, because I've got a season ticket anyway, so no.
I was waiting for you to say, "How dare you?"
Okay, how dare you?
He
Nah,
just
you're a
said
bit
that.
late.
You're too
It's a
late
bit
now
late.
with that.
See when you're getting chased by Grado, are you secretly thinking?
Don't squash me.
No, are you thinking Madonna in the background?
Life is a mystery.
Oh, that is. To be fair, I've met Grado as well at a meet and greet at a wrestling show. He's a nice lad. To be fair, he's a funny bloke though.
It took 5 hours to film that 2-minute scene. Because
5 hours to film. Is that because you're not moving fast enough?
No, it's because all the bairns where we were when we stopped filming, they wanted the pictures with Grado, didn't they?
Really? Jeez.
I mean, to be fair though, are you really going to ask his partner? Because nobody kens who he is. Everyone kens who Grado is, but his partner, like who?
What?
Like, he's just a backstreet Bernie.
Momo.
Aye, Momo the Dragon.
Uh,
But I was honestly like, it's just the fact that you're pure like, I don't know, officer. Even though you look like you're on crack yourself at that point.
yeah.
We need to get one of Carl. Like, but we'll make it accurate. Carl's not pulled over.
We have. He's in San Andreas going on his wee bicycle.
Little pimp bicycle, like, yeah.
I didn't say pimp. You said
I said pimp. I said pimp bicycle. Pimp,
Must not
pimp
laugh.
I ride. It's a pimp.
Must not laugh.
Pimp. P-I-M-P.
Must not laugh. Must not laugh.
Jesus Christ.
bicycle.
I can just see the officer coming past. Is that your bike, sir? Yes. Have you been doing bunny hops? No. Right, on your way. Carl's like, yeah, dick. That needs to be converted. Aye, so it's called Scott Squad Michael, season 3, episode 5, 23 minutes, 40 seconds, and it's just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that the whole thing they're going, we've seen lots of things. We've seen dangerous driving, drug dealers, gang members.
Yeah.
But then we've got some laddie in a wheelchair running away from us.
And in the boss, we don't see race, ability, disability.
We see speed.
Gear, and he had a big bag of gear. So
It was absolutely perfect, mate. That's gonna get clipped and put in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, it will be.
You see, to be fair, though, see the way you're looking, like so straight face, so calm. You look like Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, money.
It's either that or Mr. Blobby, but like it's the calm face.
Mr. Blobby, so I'll take that. Even though I'm on slight Mr. Blobby build.
It was to be fair though, mate, fair play. That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it is, man. We could, yeah, absolutely, it really is.
So we're sitting among somebody that's bigger than Neil Lennon.
Yes, that's what I was about to think. I was thinking of that category. Yeah.
Oh.
At least we've seen now physically that in terms of you running away, are you aiming to use a driver or a wedge or a putter?
Fuck off.
It's your fault. You've got a bloody golf ball on your thing. So at that point I'm thinking, well, that's the mission.
Probably a driver.
But you couldn't move quick enough, so it can't be a driver. Maybe.
Yeah, 9 seems more better.
We'll go with a 9 iron.
Yeah, we'll go with 9 iron.
A faulty one. That's absolutely brilliant. That
it is. It really is.
To be fair, folks, just for the perfect moment is this. I'm going to bring it back up and I'm going to screen share one thing, right? Because you won't get copyright for this. But there's one part of it that's absolutely brilliant, right? Now, bear in mind, respectfully,
Charlie, meow meow.
I mean, respectfully, of course.
That's a bit
Before it,
clip, isn't it?
oh, I'm just going to say, like, for everyone's understanding, of course, he is a funny wheelchair user, right? So there's one bit I want to get. It's gear. But there's one bit I want to show, right? It's absolutely brilliant.
See.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where we go. It's the face after he says I'm no one ill, right? Which is absolutely perfect. He makes this face, and I'm gonna screen share it, right? And everyone's gonna piss themselves, right? It's this wee bit here, right? There's my snipping tool. I'm gonna do it as a snipping tool, so that means we've only get busted.
Aye.
The fact that Grado's leaning over him, right? Grado is leaning over him. So how does he react? He does this.
Let's bring this up right now.
He shuts his eyes like he shit himself. Absolutely brilliant, mate.
So brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. That
It's so brilliant. It's
Believe it or
absolutely
not, that was from 10 years ago.
really.
wow. 10 years, what 2016? Jesus.
It's
I wondered
10 years,
that.
it's 10
And
years
you-
old.
It's interesting. You say 10 years old, right?
Yeah, I was 29 of that.
Are you trying to be yourself or are you trying to be Carl? Because you've got the CJ haircut.
That
I would
is
call
true.
you-
I did
Yo,
do not
yo,
I did notice that as well as you, yeah.
Yo, ST. Instead of yo, STJ, yo,
So,
yo,
are
SP.
you doing a watch on the 90s?
Am I doing a watch along tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing a stream, yes. I'm probably going to be reserved now.
Oh, God. So if I come in, you're going to absolutely blast me, ain't you? Here's an idea for you. You know how you were making up your characters last week?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you make one up if it's humanly, physically possible?
Uh-huh.
Or
I can't give you the Zach Gowan dangly leg, unfortunately, or I can't turn you into Timmy from South Park, but I might be able to do something.
What I was going to say is you were making up characters last week. Because
Uh-huh.
a bit of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So, one for you. Why don't you at least make for an entrance somebody coming down the ramp in their electric wheelchair running away from someone?
I don't think the game has that option because I think a lot of people would use it, and I think a lot of people would maybe you would invoke the woke people. I personally, I would find that absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, I would have you run. I know exactly who I would have you run away from.
Who?
The lollipop lady,
Oh, yeah.
because she's trying to use that stick beneath your seat.
Oh God.
Occupational hazard.
Oh,
We're so going to hell.
yeah.
No, at the moment, Michael. No, it's actually been 10 years since my last acting job. And guess what? That was it. As well as a tiny wee stint on River City. In the same sort of time frame.
I
We're
thought
not
you were
going
gonna say-
to find that one because that's going. You're not going to find that one.
I thought you were going to say the same type of role. I was like, Jesus, you've got a
No,
habit
no,
of getting arrested, don't you?
I was an extra on River City. I was just bumping down a curb. And then it cut.
You were what in a care now?
Bumping down a curb backwards.
All right, I thought you said something else. I was like, that's a bit awkward.
No,
On TV, there's limits, son.
But their sets no very, how could I put it, DDA friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
That's
be
a fair
fair,
point.
that show went downhill years ago, so
Well,
you probably got on there before it
it's
went
supposed to
dead.
be finishing this year as well because that's why.
It is, and I'm
Apparently.
glad because I've watched it since episode 1. Never missed an episode in 20.
It is good. It is good. It's finally going because they don't have any good characters anymore.
Well, I've done shows with, I've done a theatre show with Kelly Marie.
Did she tell you that you've got gear in your bag?
No.
How are we going off topic for football now?
Can we now get back to some football? To be fair, this has been brilliant. This has been a great
This has
distraction.
been brilliant. Yeah.
If you want to get back to football, guy, we can. But equally, if you don't, I'm more than happy just having a piss ripped out of me for the rest of the podcast.
Well,
I mean, we do that every show, mate.
Yeah.
We've
got-
had
let's
a
go
glass
with-
of Pepsi Max to match.
Brighton elite against Liverpool 1-0. Goal from Danny
Mhm.
Welbeck as well.
Sorry, who?
Danny Welbeck.
Danny Will.
Okay, well, that won't last though.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No goals in the free EFL Championship games in at the
Thank
moment.
God.
No. Still 0-0. 1-0 to Luton in League One. It's still 0-0 at Kansas City Stadium. And it's 1-0 to MK Dons against Barnet in League Two as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't expect that.
We don't need Barnet, so come on, Barnet.
And yeah, big news for Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike, which I put in my bloody squad, he's now gone off as well through injury as well. So,
Oh well.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just celebrating that Liverpool's hopes of the Champions League are now fucked.
well, yeah, well, time will tell. Right, going into the Champions League, what a 4 teams out in the last 24 hours done that on Tuesday, Wednesday. Other than Liverpool and Arsenal, the only teams to go through at the moment as well. And have to say, guys, they were obliterated by the teams they were playing. You know, Arsenal just not put the hell.
Let's just say our good friend Michael Bowers from the Championship Review was over the moon.
Yeah, he was because he did. Because he.
I can say as well. For the first time in a long time, I was wrong.
I was well, but not being called into the England squad. I don't know. I think it's.
To be fair, the more shit players that England call up, the better, because then they won't win the damn thing.
Well, that's true, but in terms of international football, let's be honest, Michael, he's quite old for an international now. So, at best, if he was called in the England squad, he would be a T-boy, root boy, or bench warmer. Take your pick. Or a combination of all three, to be honest with you.
Even off the bench, though, Welbeck would actually be all right in a tournament setting.
Yeah, because he'd been picked in the squad since 2018.
Like, for the last 20 minutes each, give him a bell, stick him on and boom.
I still think for elements.
Michael, Carroll and Welbeck are on the same amount of goals this season because Carroll scored 10, Welbeck scored 10. Well, it's now 11 now. So, yeah.
He's only scored more goals by the skin of his teeth of this afternoon. The Calvert-Lewin might score in the next 5 matches.
Or not miss a fucking penalty like last weekend.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and to be fair, it was
still travelling.
I know it wasn't traveling. It went to the. It didn't go up. It went to it missed. You know
exactly. It's still traveling sideways.
Well, at least we don't have that cookie referee that we had last week, who couldn't bloody realize thinking Goodness was on the bloody yellow card right there. Thinking, you know.
To be fair, speaking of referees, just make sure you don't get the one that deliberately screwed over Manchester United yesterday.
Oh yeah, he was shit.
I'm sorry, even Pigmall have confirmed that should have been a penalty for the one on Ahmad. How can you not give that as a penalty? I'm sorry. Bournemouth played well. Bournemouth played well to get back in the game, but we should have had a second penalty. That's a more legit penalty than the first one.
To be honest, Reese, I was live streaming until my power pack decided to back into me. So I watched the last,
This is also disgusting.
18 minutes of the game. And I showed you on the analysis the first penalty instance, but I agree.
The first one for me wasn't a penalty. It was given, but the second one was a definitive penalty. Like, he's wrestled Ahmad to the ground. Like, you can't get away with that. Like, he should have been sent off, and it should have been a penalty. Clear and obvious. It's a clear obstruction of play as well. Ahmad's through on goal.
And as for what Harry stupid body Maguire was doing, I have no idea.
I know what he was doing. He was doing, rest.
Oh yeah, bath time. Cheater bye.
He's the Manchester United TV with two of the fans bitching about their officiating, but hey,
come on. You know we had a legitimate penalty claim.
I agree. I do agree. Okay, I do agree.
You wonder why we say Steve Clark to Leeds for that comment right there.
And moving on, let's get back to the Champions League before we kill each other. Yes, Barcelona beat Newcastle 7-2, 8th.
That second half,
wow.
Newcastle were, weirdly enough, it may have been 2-2, but Newcastle in the first half were the better team.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that second half. No clue what happened. How it just went.
The question is, though, how can you capitulate in a 45 to 50 minute spell?
That's the £1 million question. But I think the reason is I think genuinely it was just Barcelona just turned on the tempo and Newcastle couldn't cope.
Because it was 2-0 at half time, was it, no, lads?
It was 2-0. It was 2-2 at half time. Yeah.
Aye.
It was 3-2 in aggregate. 3-2 in aggregate at the time.
So in the space of, give or take 5 minutes, injury time or whatever it was, just say it was 5 minutes hypothetically. So in the space of 50 minutes, we've capitulated by 5 goals.
Yeah. All Ipswich were scored.
Oh Christ, here we go.
But that's the scary thing though, is like they weren't the only team that got royally demolished. Like Chelsea as well. Like which was worse, Newcastle's demolition or Chelsea's? Because when you look at it, that's a highlight of like people were saying, "Oh, to be fair, I thought PSG were struggling. Maybe Chelsea would sneak through." But then PSG were like, no.
I mean, I actually said, if I remember rightly, because me and Cal were talking about this, I actually said that, yeah, they played each other in that stupid inaugural big version of
the Club World Cup, yeah,
right?
In the final.
Which, let's be honest, it's just a bona fide pre-season shitty.
Well, yeah, but it is, to be fair, for the top. It's for the top club winners of XYZ plus some clubs who are there. It should be how the Club World Cup always should have been, in my opinion. It should just be the winners of their respective federations' cups.
I like the structure and I like the way it's done now, but for me, it's still just a glorified pre-season fitness tournament, especially when you've got a team like Auckland City who are welders, joiners, bathroom fitters that didn't play. We get their numbers, but I remember that final being between the same two teams.
Yeah,
and it was only really fiery at the end after the game.
Yep.
Just for that 1 or 2 minutes on the pitch.
The better final was Intercontinental Cup.
Passion spilled over, but I said to Carl when we spoke about this, I said it's going to be a totally different PSG Chelsea game. PSG is going to come out and they're going to romp them.
No, they weren't. Yeah, no, they battered them. I'm absolutely shocked as well by
want revenge for that defeat in the summer, and he got it.
Same thing as well. Like I'm still surprised about Flamengo that they
sacked Felipe Luis.
Sacked Felipe Luis in controversial fashion. He got into a cup final. He lost a Community Shield equivalent, and they sacked him.
Luis Scolari.
No.
Felipe Luis, the former Chelsea Atletico defensive left back.
He was the manager of Flamengo. He won 7 trophies in a year with Flamengo. He lost their Community Shield, got them to a cup final, won 8-0 in his last game, and they sacked him. To be fair, he lost the Sudamericana as well, which is a trophy to him, like the top team, like the top 2 teams like Brazil and Argentina. They lost that on aggregate. But you lose that, plus you lose the Community Shield. But he's won 7 trophies out of 9. Like their standards are so high, but his replacement, Leonardo Jardim, the ex-Monaco manager, they've been scoring goals for fun under him. But I hope he still ends up back at Flamengo, Felipe Luis, because I really do like him. I think this sacking it won't change him, but he has to do some things better. Oh, Liverpool.
They equalised.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised that it's kind of been coming. It's been slowly coming.
Really annoyed.
Kirkus has gone, and a big mistake from Lewis Dunk as well. So Liverpool now equalised in the game.
I tell you who I am surprised at, lads, was Nottingham Forest getting through against Midtjylland.
The penalties against for Mitchell was awful. The penalty shootout was awful for Mitchell. 2 hit the post and 1 skied over, and The
only reason I'm saying this,
they didn't deserve it.
It's no disrespect to Midtjylland at all, but their European journey began last June, as we all know, when they played us over the 2 legs. Now, if they hadn't scored that overhead kick, and Reece is laughing here because I was at a game, if they hadn't scored that overhead kick, stop
we're
laughing.
both laughing,
Boy. If hadn't scored that overhead kick, it would have went to extra time. And potentially, Hearts and Rangers over there might not have been ecstatic as they are now. I mean, they probably would have, because we probably would have got to the next qualifying round and got tough to anyway. But I think for that,
Pumped to Easter Road, not for the first time.
however, so I had Grado to arrest you.
Nah, to be fair, Grado would just say, "Do you want to come on my podcast, man?" I'd be like, "No, you can come on mine instead."
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, bear in mind, Midgetland's European journey started last June, so they've done quite well to get to where they have been, let's be honest. Because that's been like almost an entire extra season for them.
Yeah, 9 months of competitive play for them.
European
In that way, yeah. And this is the problem I've got with Scandinavian football. They start their European fixtures so early.
Yeah.
And by the time it gets to the end, their season's finished. They're playing with no competitive fixtures. They're practically screwed over.
Because I think for their fixture back in June, if I remember rightly, we had to come back for pre-season about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of everybody else, just to even mentally prepare and train for that game.
You were mentally, and to be fair, I'll give you this: you were mentally prepared to lose.
And then you've got teams like Bodo Glimt, who I think are the total surprise package of.
I did tell you. I told
you said it. You said it, didn't you?
I got the other two wrong. I hold my hands up, but I told you that Bodo would get battered in Lisbon, and they got royally battered. I think what happened is Bodo Glimt got so damn cocky. They were like, "Oh, we won the first leg. We scored 3. We didn't concede a goal." They get to Lisbon. They're thinking, "We can shut them out." No. Like, Sport Lisbon went, "If that's how you want to play, fine then. We're just going to turn up the intensity," and they battered Bodo Glimt like a nun getting battered by a priest on the Sabbath. They got prayed, battered, and served pudding.
Thank God this podcast doesn't go in here on a Sunday on the Lord's Day.
That's all right. He would probably say,
if you're of religious inclined, which I am not, and neither is Reese by the sounds of what comes
I absolutely am not. But to be fair, I'm not talking against religion. I'm just using a quick analogy.
Oh yeah, I know, but it'd be funny.
All right, don't worry, we're not getting caught out anyway. No, they're gonna talk about what the fuck, you know.
I mean, to be fair, like, what are you really gonna do? Get offended over a joke? It's not like I said anything else.
Live a life, man. Seriously, live a life.
I mean, I've said much worse. I don't
know about that. I can hear emergency services coming out. I don't know if it's.
I can hear the police. They're coming for Stefan because Stefan said he'd take Neil Lennon back at Hibs.
Oh yeah, you said something about Neil Lennon, Mister, way back at the start when you were doing the fixtures. What were you saying about Mister Neil Lennon? Just
okay,
he's a donkey.
He's been linked with the St. Mirren job.
What?
So he wants to go away from a European club to St. frickin' Mirren to replace Stephen Robinson. What a trollop! What a trollop!
No, bear in mind, Neil Lennon just now is at Dunfermline. So this would
he is. So he's downgrading.
So this in terms for Neil Lennon, no, it would be a step back up because he's going to the Premier. But yes, in terms of the club he's managed in the Premier League, it is a downgrade. Yes, totally.
We need to give Neil Lennon a new name. From here on in, he is no longer Neil Lennon. From here on in, he is
Baby Driver.
His name will now be.
Oh, the answer's there, dude. Get it. The answer's the Baby Driver.
His name from now on will be Wheelie Tate.
Why? Is that because if I hold my head like this and spray painted my hair ginger and took my glasses off.
Actually, I can see that now. I can see that even without the ginger hair.
Is that why you're calling him Willie Ted?
I just knew it would make you sit up. No, I think one thing is for sure though, like if he does take that job, it is funny. But then we know for sure that St. Mirren are a guaranteed relegation team next season because he can't coach.
No.
Neil Lennon coaching is like trying to cook a steak, and instead of getting medium rare, it's left.
Well, a burnt. Yeah.
Oh no, I've got a better one. It's instead of you want steak medium rare, well done, but instead what you get is the meat off the bone and it's dripping badly because it's fell off because he's not cooked it properly.
I'm not going to make any bones about this, but I like my steak still moving on the plate, so I guess that makes me all right.
You're like a boneless piece of original recipe chicken at KFC.
Well, I'll take that because I eat the boneless pieces of recipe chicken at KFC.
Whereas we're all getting the drumstick, you're getting the pogo stick.
Yeah.
I don't mind because I'm 5 foot anyway, so I'm a short ass, so I need a pogo stick. Helps me bounce up and down.
I suppose when you're oh yeah, we need to get to this.
Yeah.
What's it? My glasses are on, folks. Oh,
This is proper kicking off like.
Oh, let's get on here. So
this refereeing thing, yeah.
Yeah, in the Herald earlier this week, Rangers have proposed a meet with all other protocols about referee standards in Scotland. It was revealed the Ibrox Chiefs have held discussions with Willie Cohen, who is the FSA head of refereeing, while levels officially has been discussed at FPL board level. This confirmed at recent Rangers advisory board meetings. Appeal has raised this issue.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on this, Reese? You're the go-to guy in this one.
I mean, I do think they have got a point, and not just against Rangers, but also like I'm talking about like the way the game was actually managed. If you look at some of the decisions in that game that went for Rangers, against Rangers, for Livingston, against Livingston, the whole game was a bit of a shambles. Like the whole thing, like in circumstance, I do think the level of Scottish football refereeing is going down a bit. It's no coincidence that this is now being raised a week after the conversation we had last week about reforming referees.
No,
like it ties in well.
If I could just interject here, what I will tell you from going to games every Saturday of my virtual being, I've seen referees come through the Scottish so-called refereeing system, and sometimes what we do more often than not is we will fast-track a League One or Championship referee up to the Premiership.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that this referee has had no real experience of officiating in the top level in Scottish football. Now,
exactly.
As we all know, right? The PGMOL in England are the sort of flag bearers for UK refereeing standards. Let's be honest. They are bloody everything. If you have a nosebleed, it gets VAR'd. If you sneeze, it gets VAR'd. And we're up here because we don't have the same standard as the PGMOL. It's quite funny because I was watching documentary from SFA on YouTube, A Day in the Life of a Referee, and it was the day in the life of what was his name? Duncan Nicholson. He was refereeing Rangers Ireland in the Scottish Cup in the Cheeky.
2 seconds. This is shocking. What?
So John Beaton, the one I was telling you about, previously booked earlier by showing the second twice in the match, but he had to call it to the fourth official last Sunday. Have I booked it? This was the red card, and that's when he realized he fucked up. He needed to make the fucked up Graham
So
Paul.
he did a Graham Paul.
Yeah, he nearly did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness. Carry on, Stefan.
So so it showed you a day in the life of a Scottish referee. But the interesting thing of note was apparently referees get fitness training every week in Scotland from Willie and former English Premier League referee who works alongside Willie.
Sorry, Thomas Bramwell, apologies, not John Beaton. I was thinking, why am I thinking John Beaton?
Martin Atkinson. He's in at the Scottish FA.
Oh, Flubby Tubby, Teletubby does the
Yep.
fitness thing. You seen the size of him? How can he do fitness training? He can barely cover a sprint.
Well, not just for fitness training, but to help the refereeing standards in Scotland.
He's crap.
He's crap.
He's been drafted in to give his
No wonder this country's refereeing is in tatters.
to give his lack of expertise.
Expertise of being shit at
He's
his
a bar
job.
manager. He's the VAR manager who's not even done a good job properly.
Yep. I feel like this goes to the point we've been saying all along about officials, and they need to really go back and genuinely reform the whole thing, start from scratch, make it completely full-time, and genuinely deal with it, because it's just not even funny anymore, like how shit the referees are.
But this is the thing, right? Willie Collum used to be a lawyer as he was being a referee. He was a lawyer. Duncan, Mr. Ross, as we all know, leader of the Scottish.
It was the leader of the Scottish Tories, but he's not anymore.
Well, I was going to say the leader of the Scottish Sneeze Party, just so we didn't get into any political bias. But he was the leader of the Scottish Sneeze Party while he was a referee. John Beaton was just being John Beaton, and he still is. Who else was that? John Robotham was the Scottish version of Pierluigi Collina. Literally. He was one of the better referees, in my opinion, along with Hugh Dallas and Will Young back in the day, but that's just my thoughts. But Scottish refereeing standards need to improve drastically. Otherwise, like the strike of, I think it was 2007, 2008, there's going to be another strike on your hands. And we're going to get referees drafted in from other countries to officiate the games until the strike's over.
Honestly, we should have referees for Germany and Portugal and all that, like actual top level officiating. Like the current officiating is absolute horseshit.
Well, believe it or not, last time when the referees went in strike, when we were all booing them and saying, "You're no fit to referee, and you're no fit to wear a shirt," and all that.
We all celebrate.
Got referees in from the same kind of caliber of leagues compared to Scotland. So referees for the Seychelles, Ireland, Cyprus, Greece.
Because we're too cheap.
Just to name a few cheap referees, because we've not got the budget or the refereeing operating standards to afford decent referees.
It needs to end. They need to properly spend on referees, because referees need to have their elements of their role and their strength. They can't remove it away from them. No.
So here's what I reckon you should do. You remember Bobby Madden? Everybody remembers Bobby, right? Bobby started refereeing in Scotland. And towards the end of his refereeing career, he went down, he made the switch from the SFA to the PGA as well. So he went down to the English refereeing system. Fair enough, he was only refereeing in League 1 and League 2 and sometimes the Championship. But he said publicly that the standards in England compared to Scottish refereeing system is night and day. Night and day. And bear in mind that League 1, League 2 level, even Championship level now, quite often you don't have VAR unless it's cup games. So it's pretty much very similar to refereeing a Scottish World League team in that respect as well. But he said that the standards between the English refereeing system and the Scottish refereeing system is just night and day.
Well, yeah, it's just what we discussed, talk about. It's just so it's.
I know.
Because what do you do?
At the end of the day, I can see the referees going on another strike if things don't get sorted out, and then for a couple of weeks the league's going to be up in jeopardy. They'll be scrambling around again. The SFA will be scrambling around, trying to find referees to cover. But of course, that takes money out of their already non-existent budget. So where do you go? What do you do?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you do? It's just a waste of time even opening your mouth about the subject, because it's just, you're just going round in a big circle, really, let's be honest.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And it's stupid, is what it is. If Scottish refereeing standards were the same as England, which it should be for the same in every footballing body or authority, whatever you want to call them, throughout the world. Refereeing standards should be consistent across the board, but it's a glorified shit show, refereeing in Scotland, to be honest.
No, you're right.
It's just a glorified shit show. I mean, take last week, for example, lads. I left the Hibs game in the 70th minute because it was so dire. It was so drab. And then I was at a bus stop. We get the penalty. And then 5 minutes later, VAR overturned the penalty. 5 minutes, though. Now, if that was England, it would be over and done with in 2 minutes. That is where it's a glorified show. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I'll probably get called out, but you know what? I don't care. What is refereeing is a glorified show.
Yeah. I know. It's look, it is dire, it is shit, and we're not gonna lie, we're not gonna beat over the bush around it.
No, we won't.
No, because when we discuss things like this, it's like where did it improve? And like I said, do we see another strike again in officials in the next 5-10 years? Probably, yeah, because
something has to change.
And let's be honest, the pay for being a referee in Scotland is a pittance compared to anywhere else in Europe. It's an absolute pittance. You're getting paid peanuts, let's be honest.
It's easily rectified, though.
To have abuse thrown at you every week.
I know.
Rectify it then, Reece, come on.
It's easily rectified by actually investing in them. By saying, we're going to make you full-time employees.
Exactly. Because do you know that guy that was refereeing the Rangers Iron game? He works for like a marketing company or something. He does something on his computer anyway.
Yeah.
As soon as it came to 5 o'clock in Japan, because he must work for a Japanese company.
It's 1-0 Derby against Birmingham, by the way. The other game remains 0-0.
So as soon as it turned 5 o'clock in Japan on his big clock, he walked off from his day job and went straight, I kid you not, straight into refereeing mode. So they're basically getting paid an absolute peanuts for the job they do week in, week out. Yeah, what fancy football stays at football. We get our gripes out for an hour and a half, and that's it. But these guys, what a lot of people fail to remember is they're human too. They're not robots. We are going to get things wrong, but when we get things wrong, more often than not, everybody that's in that stadium at that time will come down on them and solely blame the referee, which we've got a right to do to an extent. And the reason why to an extent is because we've not had the right level of training, we've not had the right amount of money invested in them. We're not full-time referees, and we do have wives and other jobs as well. But if we were full-time referees and had the appropriate training, like we said, then we might see a different story in Scottish football. But until that day, we're just going to be going round in this one big circle every time this sort of article rears its ugly head.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. And that's where we're at. That's the situation. It's not great, but that's the reality of it.
1-1 Ipswich and Millwall now, lads.
Yeah, absolutely as well. Absolutely, indeed. Well, as I said, we could finish off anyway because it's now coming just after half. Well, it's gone after half one, actually. It's coming up to 20 past.
It has, yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, we've been on for over 2 hours. So, yeah.
It's been great, actually.
Well, let's finish up this. So, in the end, the EFL Cup final tomorrow, you guys both of you want Man City to win anyway.
I don't want Man City to win. I just think they're going to win.
Fair enough. I'm going the other way around. I'm gonna go for Arsenal. I'm not gonna go full house with this one. I'm gonna go for Arsenal to win via penalties on that one. I think if Arsenal need to win this cup, that shows that they have to win the Premier League, even though they're still points ahead of Man City, where everything can still happen, but I just can't see Man City getting close to Arsenal in the Premier League at the moment. So, thank you, Michael. Yep. Thank you very much for everyone for the messaging in. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit for upcoming content as well. Myself and Stefan will be back on tomorrow night with Michael and Annie on the Championship Review tomorrow evening as well. I will. Yep. And before you go, Ray, so you changed your mind on Carrick yet of the present results?
I have changed my mind. I am 100% positively confirmed. I still don't want him in the job.
So I never once. No, he's no changes.
No, originally it was they gave a percentage. Now it's 100% because they bottled the lead last night. Yeah, it's still the same thing. Like, there's no real impressive changes in performance. Nah, still proving my point. Don't give him a job.
Fair enough. Then, like I said, I will be on next weekend. I know it's the international break anyway, so which we did cover as much, which we're glad we did it anyway. Yeah. So
Well,
and I'm back on my channel tonight.
What do you want to do next week, Reece? Do you want to, because it's international, do you want me to set it up, or do you want to have a week off?
It's up to you. I don't mind. I mean, I'm gearing up for. So I've got a quiz to do for my 1,000th video, which is coming up. 15 videos away from 1,000 on the channel, so I'm doing a quiz for that. I'm back streaming tonight as well on the channel. I've had a couple of days off. So
I was just thinking because we've not had a break on the Saturday show for a while actually. So
You know what? Let's have 1 week and then come back the following because Carl will be back the following week anyway. So
Yeah, all right, dude.
we can do that.
I am off after next week. I am off next weekend because I'm not working next week. After next weekend,
We can get a lie in.
Yeah, nice line. And remember, guys, it's yourself.
No, it's a gear.
Oh god.
He's going to do that live with his.
I think the only thing is before we wrap up is, lads, are you actually going to test me or are we going to wait?
Well, wait. No,
You can't even do one off the cuff.
wait.
No, because we need to think this all together.
Wait.
Oh, I'll let you do this separately then, so I don't see what you do.
Good.
That's fine. We're happy with it.
Perfect. That works for moi, and gracias, people.
Absolutely. So yeah, we are going to be off. We'll have the next 2 weeks off. We'll see you guys back into after the international break. And also,
it's 2 weeks of a lion, not one.
So we return on the 11th. Oh, that's good then, because the day after I am 29. So we return a day in advance. My last day is a 28-year-old. Cool, that works for me.
Okay, we got 2 weeks off then. So yes, we'll have a break. Aye,
nice.
But keep your eye on the future content on our short clips as well. So, but yeah, we'll have 2 weeks off. And
when the short clips, funny that guys. I wonder what's going to be on there.
We don't know yet. I thought so I will think it over. April will be that, as well as amongst other things as well. But I'll talk more about all this stuff with the World Cup, the international friendlies briefly as well too on the short clips as well. But like I said, everyone have a good 2 weeks off. We'll see you guys back on the 11th of April, and also keep an eye and also watch tomorrow's championship review tomorrow. That's the last one before the international break. We'll be back on the following week. So take care or have a good weekend. Goodbye from us.
Bye.